Hi guys, welcome to Coin Homeland. So looking at the chart right here. So what's going on in the market? The Australian is picking up, New Zealand is picking up, which is good. We want to see that. Canadian is still weak. Euro dollar just in this correction phase after such a big move to the upside. So I would avoid this for now. Pound still sitting above this level right here, guys, as you can see. Okay, above the 1.3490. So we remain bullish in the cable. Okay, so this remains bullish to here. I don't think pound is gonna break below 1.35, so it remains bullish. Canadian is really weak, and that's why you can see USD CAD going up a little bit. But overall, I think the dollar is gonna get even weaker. Okay, so basically the USD CAD remains in sell. Okay, guys. So the USD CAD remains to the downside. Okay, guys. So USD CAD, it did find like double top right here. You can see in this one and this one. So double top is a reversal pattern. So basically, when it comes to resistance level, so where people are kind of selling and it folds the correction, try to test it again, and it fails and comes back down. This is a reversal pattern. So basically, a reversal pattern when the price will go up, find a resistance, try to test the price, and it would be best when you see this also happening. When you see this kind of lower high. Okay, so basically, it's not only a double top; it's also lower high. So basically that's good for short. So in the weekly analysis, we put USD CAD to continue to be in the sell. I know some analysis going up for a buy, but I don't think it's ready for a buy yet. This is not going to happen until the oil falls, and it doesn't look like the oil is going to fall till the end of this month or the first week in March. Okay, so I don't think this is going to continue to the upside. I think USD Canadian is going down. Okay. Okay, guys, so I think we're going to continue in the sell trade. So that was a correction, that was a fall. Then right here we have a small move up to the upside. This is just a correction either way. When the market is going to continue falling, I think what we're going to say is drop from here to 1.2580. So this is the analysis for a USD CAD, and that was an up wave, down, back up. So hopefully this is how it looks like, and that's also like a harmonic pattern right there. Okay, so 1.279 is one level to watch for. We already discussed this one. If you guys do have any question, please share it right here. Australian, the same scenario right here. So after such a sell-off in the market last week, just last a few weeks, okay, so till the price, when the price was at 73, it dropped all the way down to 69. So we're talking about 400 points. Okay, then we are in an up wave. So guys, as you can see, the price did rally up here, and if you check the weekly analysis about 3 weeks ago, we said the Australian Aussie is very bullish, and you can see after that a small correction coming down, which is fine because nothing goes in one way. You know, right here at the top when it dropped right there, that was not just a straight wave, right? How it works is you come down, okay, then you go back up, you come down, then you go back up, then you come down, and just like this. The same scenario here. It's not gonna go up like this, right? It needs to go up, come down, go up, come down, go up like that. So basically, and also guys, if you learn about the Elliott wave, basically there is 5 waves. So 1, 2, then 3, okay. Then you come down here, then you like that. Then this is the 5th wave was too big. Extended 5th or so. Anyway, so the direction right here in the Uzi is to the upside, not to the downside. So here, from here, I think we're gonna continue to the upside. How much you go to the upside, this is another question, right? So basically, there is 2 ways to look at this one. Let's clean the chart a little bit. So one way to look at this is to get the Fib levels, and you take from the top down, and you say, okay, that's 100%. The price did go up to here, to 50%. It did come down to 23. You guys see that? Then the next level to watch out, 61, and also it was tested here. You see this level right there? This one I talk about here. See? So the price did come down all the way here to 38. It did go up 61. Okay, then it did fall all the way down here. Here is the opposite happening. It did go almost to 61, but it didn't reach it. Okay, then it did come find support to 23. Okay, almost 61 here. Then it's going back up. This up wave can continue to here to the 61 and can also push it to here to 75. Okay, so there is 2 levels to watch for. So target for this move, from here is to the 71.80, then 72.50. From here, probably we're gonna get a correction. Second way to look at this one, to determine the target, is you get this level right here. Okay, you can get the Fip extension basically. Yeah. So you get this tool, the Fib Extension tool, and you come from here, you start this point and go on up here. Then you measure it like this. Just because it's yellow is not shown. No. Just gonna make the colors black or something, or purple or something. Let's make it. Okay. Okay, so this is a Fib extension. So basically what we're saying is something like this. We're saying the price did go up one wave, then it did come to a correction. Then from here, we're gonna go up to that wave, and this wave, let's call this wave number 1 and wave number 3. Okay, this wave number 3 is a percentage of 1. Okay, so basically 1 can equal 3, 1 can be bigger than 3, or 1 could be less than 3. Less, usually between 61 point. 61.8, okay, to 75. Larger than 3, you know, then usually the percentage between 127 to 161. Those are the most common you actually used and found. Okay, guys, basically, so basically what we are waiting here for this wave like this one here, how much is this one going to be compared to this one? Is it gonna be less, or is it gonna be equal, or is it gonna be more? Okay, so basically right here, if you take this wave and you say, okay, if you go to 100%, it's gonna be here. If you're gonna go 61.8, it's gonna be here. Of course, if you're gonna go higher than 100%, it's gonna be higher here. Okay, but that's how also you look at the target, how you determine targets. Okay, so you either get the target from the big fall, or you get it from the harmonic, you know, ABCD correlation. I hope this is clear, guys. If anything is not clear, please by all means just tell me it's not clear and I can explain it again. So how to determine target, this is one of the best ways, actually practical ways, is what we just said right now. So Euro Australian right here after last couple of weeks, and Euro Australian goes against the stock market. So when you see the Dow Jones going actually up, you're gonna find Euro Australian coming down. So right here we can see this gonna continue down. Okay, just a small correction to the upside, that's fine, but I think the second move is gonna come down all the way down here. Okay, so basically this is how we can see Euro Australian, and that's the area right here when you can actually see your targets. Okay. Second way to look at this as a target, you get the Fib levels from down here all the way up, and you say, okay, it did come all the way down almost to just between 50 and 60 and start heading back up. So basically this is going to be a strong level to watch for, because we want to remain below 1.650. If once it does go right here, start coming back down, that's going to be a good sell also, and possibly the target is those two levels, like target 1, target 2, target 3. Okay, guys, so once it goes up a little bit here, if you see it coming down, that's probably a good sell, and all the way down here, then here, that's two target 1, target 2, and eventually it could go to target 3. Okay, it's the same scenario we're looking at because the market is really correlated. So basically what you're looking at as one wave down, one wave up, then second wave down. The question is, this second wave compared to the first wave, how much is it? Okay, so is it gonna be bigger, is it gonna be equal, is it gonna be less? Just like that. Euro New Zealand, the same scenario right here. After such a big move right here, we're coming down, just a small correction to the upside. After this one, I think we're going to continue down. To determine the targets, just use the same scenario. So we take the Fib levels from here all the way up. So it did come to the 38, find a little bit of support. So that, and also, you know, right there. This is the high we have. And the two targets coming next are these ones. Okay, so that's how it works. One wave down, one wave up, then second wave down to 1.70 at 37 or 1.69. Euro Canadian, just the same. Pound Australian, the same scenario right here. So we're looking for this down move to come possibly all the way down here. But this is, you know, it did come nice. It's going up a little bit. After this, then we expect second wave to come to be the downside. Gold right here start shooting up, coming back down. I think we're gonna continue to the upside in gold, right? Okay, I think we're going 1850. We are very solid above the trend line right here, and as long as the stock market is gonna go up, gold probably is gonna go up with it. The Dow did have such a beautiful run. Then after this one, a lot of companies start, you know, just announcing the revenue, and it was really bad. So that's why you can see the Dow did come down back, down a little bit. But you can see right here, this is good. This is building right here in this area. It's gonna have explosion very soon. It's gonna explode very soon. And once this explodes, I think it's gonna explode to the upside, not to the downside. I'm like very confident. Okay. Then the first target is going to be 35,600. Okay, so we're looking at 600 points in the Dow from this area right here, and just a big break to the upside, and we see this much. Nasdaq, because tech companies are just doing really bad, okay, like Facebook and other the companies are just still. So possibly we can see the Dow Jones is doing a little bit better. Eventually it's gonna reverse, but we can see the Dow Jones is gonna do better than Nasdaq for now. SPX also is gonna be affected by Nasdaq because technology companies, they do have such a big weight. Bitcoin did have such a beautiful rally. We've had this trade and trading view, guys. After this, maybe a small correction to the downside right here to this level. Okay, guys. Just a little bit of correction, not too much, to here, to 41,300, and from here, hopefully, we can continue to 51. Okay, so this possibly how we can see Bitcoin. It may not come all the way down here, but overall we are probably gonna continue the bullish trend. I don't think it's gonna come back to 34. Okay, this trade was in trading view. Pound dollar right here. I think we discussed the pound dollar already, but how it looks like overall, I think we're gonna continue going back up. However, the MACD looks like here, but I think we're going to continue in a continuation, and we're just going to continue going back up to complete this ABCD. So this down, then I think we're going to continue here to make ABCD like that. So this need one more leg here right here. And if you see internally, this structure also could be an ABCD right there. See, one wave up, one wave down, then one wave up like this. So possibly I can see the pound actually moving higher, and to get the MACD to be, so this MACD to continue up a little bit like this, and from here we can probably 1.38 or something, we can sell it if you see a good reversal like this. Pound Canadian, because Canadian is really weak, start going back up. So wait, don't join this buy, because I think this is just gonna finish at some time. Once it's finished from here or there, we're gonna come back down when the oil actually is start going back up. Let's see what's happening in the stock companies and stuff right there. So today Alibaba company to report their revenue. Pfizer, of course, did very well surprise, 23.55 surprise. Revenue forecast 24.15, revenue actual 23.8 billion. That's only a quarter. Imagine how much they make this. Market cap shoot up to 298. Stock price down to 50.76. BB did very well, $52 billion revenue. Of course, because oil prices are really high, so British petroleum prices are really high. So a lot of companies to continue to report, guys. And that's the fuel for the indices to continue moving. Okay, let's look at what's happening in the Dow Jones 30 companies. So 3M right here, guys, you can see it has, let's make this a little bit bigger. So 3M has 3.74 in the index, in the Dow, and it is change 0.27, it's a little bit, but still, it's still down. Okay, and that's kind of what has been pushing the index down lately. It's coming from 182 to 160. In the MACD, however, the price is going down, but you can see a divergence right here. This is good for technical analysis. You guys, you can see this. It's going up here, where the price is going down. So this could be a sign of reversal. It's a little bit risky to buy. At least you wait till it breaks above right here in the zero level. But it could be opportunity also. Okay. Of course, all that stuff because the Feds start tapering. So when the Feds start tapering, they reduce in the purchase amount, and when they come to a point when they tighten, they start selling what they have bought, and all that affects the stock market. Okay, so this is right here. American Express, yeah, because the banking system has been doing okay so far. It's almost at all-time high here. It's very high. I wouldn't buy right here at 188. So guys, this is reaching the previous high right here. This is a little bit risky because it's reaching the 188, and it's breaking, going to the upside. See, it's very so look at this. Very straightforward analysis, very easy. Apple right here, and then and that's Apple. So Apple had a little bit of correction recently to 156, and that was good buy. You can see it did come here to 156, and the MACD gave a beautiful buy signal, start going back up. Right here, it's undergoing a small correction. Then after this correction is finished, I think is a good buy, or it's a good buy now. Either way, but I think is just gonna shoot up to go high again. The market cap of Apple is like above $2 trillion, huge amount. Okay guys, so Apple remains right here, it remains bullish. So like this, small correction, then continue going back up. The next targets, you're talking about 182 target right here, and that was this level and that level. I think we're gonna go above this one, possibly break it. Boeing has a really high percentage in the index, in the Dow Jones. It's 4.41. and you can see it's still bullish. You can see the signal in the MACD from this price, and that was a support one time, two times, three times. It did touch the 184 and just did take off. Especially after the corona, all the companies all the world start opening, people start to travel again. So basically, it's the entertainment and travel sectors are doing really good, really good. So people get out and they move and they travel. So basically, this will be reflected in the in the Boeing, also all their other trades and stuff. So this will the bullish should continue. The bullish momentum should continue, supported by a higher momentum right here, and we are also above the zero reference in the MACD, and here we are above right there and very bullish. I'm breaking this ranging area. We are sitting above it. It did go up. It did come down to retest, and it started going back up. So basically, this should continue all the way down to 230. Should be clear to go. So right here, this is Boeing. We can put this watermark. Okay, so we have this watermark at the back. So that's Caterpillar. It's 4.14, slightly less than Boeing in the index. So it has a weight of 4.14. And how they have the weight is by price, but in the SPX they have the weight by the market cap. So this is the difference between how they calculate the weight in the Dow Jones and the weight in the SPX. Okay, guys. So that's a support, that's a support, that's a support. You can see here that's a good signal, buy signal. So Caterpillar here, it looks bullish. So we can see a continuation to go here to 27, then 217, and then ultimately to 230. Okay, so this continued to be to the upside. Second here in list is Chevron Corporation. It's also in petroleum industry, so you expect to be very, very bullish and very strong, no doubt, because oil prices are just shooting high and high every day. But I wouldn't recommend to buy at the end right here, because this is, you can see how much from 110 to 138. That's huge, and also the MACD really, really high here. Okay, so be careful. This could be very close to come down as the oil prices come down. So that's Chevron, guys. Has been doing really good because the oil prices are doing good. Most or majority of the oil companies, because the oil prices were doing good, you're going to find them doing really good also in their revenue and their profit and their price and all that stuff, because they benefit from higher oil prices. They get higher revenue, right? So if you sell something for a higher price, you get revenue. If the oil industry is doing really good, they're going to do maintenance, they're going to do expansion, they're going to do shutdowns and just to clean their stuff and maintain their stuff. Of course, shutdowns are very costly when the prices are high. No one likes to do shutdown when the price is high. But it's if they can delay it as much as possible, but at a certain time you have to do shutdown of the oil companies and oil production to clean the lines, and if there is anywhere in the vessel or the pipeline, you start welding from inside, and get ready for all that stuff, prepare it, and do inspection. You have to do inspection. They do like X-ray and UV and phasor ray and all the kind of inspection to make sure that the thickness of the metal didn't wear out from the erosion and corrosion and stuff. So basically they have to maintain their metal so you don't get a spill in the oil or something like that. So that's for Chevron. Cisco right here has been just very slow. Has been very slow. The MACD looks bullish. That's the good thing about it. Right here, look at the MACD started going up, which is good. The MACD is going up right here, but it still remains the trend line right here, and it still remains. So I would like to see this break above the zero here, and this break above the red moving average right here, and we are good to go to 59. But so far it's still slow a little bit. Amgen here, they're reporting the revenue. Looks like the revenue is really good. Here they have a surprise of 8%, of course. So the price did shoot up from 222 to 237. Of course, they're in the pharma industry, so they're gonna find a big profit because all the corona and stuff. They have 4.96, so we're probably gonna see the Dow Jones start shooting up soon with all this stuff. Okay, guys, so the pharma and petroleum, those two sectors, and the travel, three sectors are gonna find really good because the travel coming from the people actually want to get out, and the petroleum companies industry coming from because oil prices are going high, and the pharma because the people getting a lot of medicine because of coronavirus and stuff. So this makes sense. So petroleum in sectors doing good, travel sector doing good, and pharma sector is doing good. Also, some banks are doing good. Okay, especially they're gonna increase interest rate and stuff. Entertainment a little bit and technology a little bit are down slightly. Okay. Coca-Cola is doing good so far. They have a revenue report to come in the 10th of February. Today is from now. The estimate is 0.41. They still have to report the revenue. Let's see if they're gonna beat expectations. It looks like it's gonna be bullish. Okay, guys, for how the MACD looks like after you get this dip right there. Okay, then you start going back up. That's usually good. It's usually you get a bullish move afterwards. Okay, so I think we're gonna find a bullish move here, a positive revenue report in Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has only 1.06 in the Dow Jones weight. Hello, sir, Mr. Amr Aziz. Thank you for joining the live, and it's my pleasure. We have to do a little bit of, quality control explanation in the petroleum industry. So basically, guys, simply in the petroleum industry, if you have a pipeline, because if you have a pipeline and you kind of have to connect it together, so you do a little bit of welding right here and welding right here to connect these two together. So then there's multiple kind of inspection has to be done in the pipeline to make sure that it's safe. So safety is number one, because this has to do with the well-being of the public, and that's the main focus and main target for engineers and stuff, to make sure the public and the welfare of the public and safety. So basically, once they weld this, they have to do something called visual inspection. So inspector will come with experience, look at the weld and see if it's good, and they call this visual VT. Then after that, it depends on the requirement of the code and the standard. They have to do either like a UT, which is ultrasound, like the pregnant woman will do when she goes to hospital, or they have to do like X-ray. They call it RT because it's a radiography. They use a radiography source like uranium or something, and they just come with a called camera. It just shoots radiation, and they just like when you go broken hand to the hospital, but that uses X-ray in history. Majority they use radiography, but some machines also use X-ray. Then after it passes this one, they kind of gives the okay. There's also some called hardness test. Okay, then they just do a little bit of hardness. They just make sure it's not too hard, so it will be very brittle and just break later on. And after that, they kind of coat it. They give it, multiple coats to make sure it's insulated, and that's how they work it out. If there is a weir inside some pipes, and if it's big enough so to fit a welder inside, so a welder will come inside, and let's say, let's remove this. Let's say the wheels, the pipe or the vessel like this, okay, and the thickness like this, and comes in some area going down like this, okay. So what the welder is gonna do, he's gonna get inside and he's gonna go and just start putting some layers of weld right here like this, okay guys, to make it kind of flat with okay guys, that's also another, another welding course you have right there. So basically they will do this from inside. Sometimes they call it beading and stuff, kind of they build up in the worn metal to make sure the metal is thick enough to withhold the flow coming from and the erosion coming from the liquid inside the pipe, to make sure the liquid going inside the pipe is not gonna wear this and just to go outside. Then after this is done, you have to do the whole process. You have to do visual inspection, you have to do UT or RT, usually one of the two. Then after that, depends if there is coating or not, most likely no coating. And sometimes they do something called hardening. Hardening, you get a very strong material like chrome. Chrome does not erode easy. Once you put a chrome here, it's very strong. Chrome, it's very resistant for corrosion. It's not as strong, but it's has a too much resistance for corrosion. So basically, an erosion. So basically, when the metal passes, it doesn't wear fast, because when you're taking like oil or something from a petroleum well, basically it has still some particles and like sand and stuff, and this will make a huge erosion inside the pipe. Okay, so basically this process, they make sure they maintain the line. Anyway, let's move forward, guys. This is not too many people are going to be interested in this. So we're done with here. We're going to the Dow Incorporation right here. It's bullish. Revenue report right here. Was a surprise of 6%, which is good. You can see this move. I think this is gonna continue in an ABCD fashion. So basically you have this one here, then a correction to the downside. So we have this move, then a correction, then going up. So I think this is gonna continue up. So basically this is gonna give a push to the this is gonna give a push to the index, guys, to the Dow Jones, because the Dow Jones price is the average total price of all the 30 companies. So if you see the price of majority of these companies, especially the ones with a higher weight, like Apple, like 3M, like American Express, like in Coca-Cola, like Amgen here, all these companies, when you see pushing higher, the Dow Jones is gonna go higher. If you see them pushing down, then the Dow Jones are coming down. So that's why it's very important, kind of keep the eye in this one to make sure you're in the right track. Okay, so next here in the list, we have Goldman Sachs. Revenue here was kind of disappointing. Minus 8%. They reported 12.6 billion profit. Okay, huge amount. Surprise, 594. But the revenue was down, minus 0.96 per share. So it's kind of 8% less than expected per share. But that, you guys see where it did drop with the revenue right here and continue. This 327 was a really good price. See, it did shoot back up afterwards, and I think it's gonna continue. It's gonna continue on much further. This is a really good price. See that? Okay, I think it's gonna continue to the upside. It's going to continue. Okay, guys, so that's it has 6%. Goldman Sachs, guys, has 6% in the index, so it's very important. If we see this price is pushing higher, it's very, very important because we're gonna see the Dow Jones going higher. So this one has a 6% weight in the index, so it's strong, very strong. It's one of the highest, it's not even the highest. Okay. Home Depot, you guys, United States and Canada, all of you know Home Depot. Okay, Home Depot revenue report coming here. The price dropped from 416 here for 420. It did make a triple top right there. It's coming all the way down here to 345. It was kind of an ABCD fashion, so possibly we can see this dropping a little bit more to 330. So this is could go all the way down to 330, guys. This is Home Depot. Home Depot has 5.8 in the index, so basically it has a huge effect. Annual, I'm not sure why it's not showing here. IBM computer. Okay. So International Business Machine Corporation. Revenue, they surprised the expectation by 659 million, which is 4%. They have reported 16.695 billion revenue, huge amount. The price trading right now at 138. Reported per share was 1.74% higher. So basically, every share's got $3. Which is good. I think this is going to continue to the upside in this ABCD fashion. So basically, if we look at this way, that's an A, B, B, C, C, D, then we can go to 150. If you just make this white, you can see it. So possibly we can continue to 150, guys, in the IBM company, okay? Possibly we can see that. So this remains bullish right here. IBM has 2.53 in the index weight. It's everybody knows about IBM. It's everybody's home and computer. Intel has 1.29% weight in the Dow Jones index. It's traded in Nasdaq. IBM traded in the New York Stock Exchange. It's an information technology sector. The revenue report was 20% surprise per share, and there was 6% above expectation in the revenue. They reported $19.53 billion, huge amount. The price kind of is not picking up too much, but this possibly a good area to take a trade right here. Okay, guys, so possibly this is good to continue to the upside. J&J, Johnson Johnson, has a weight of 3.4 in the index, trading at 171. They were down 470 million. Right there, but didn't affect the share price. Actually, afterwards the price did shoot up. Okay, and that's probably going to continue to the upside, guys. Johnson Johnson right here. JP Morgan is just flying. As we said, the banking systems, or all of them, are probably going to continue to the upside. You can see the MACD was really strong signal right here, and that's just going up, up, up. It's probably going to 180. Okay, so that's JP Morgan. JP Morgan right here, guys. MAC is not doing too bad. It's going to continue up. It finds support right here at this price, which was like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Possibly we're going back to 270 right here. This is up wave, just a small correction, going back up. McDonald's has 4.47 in the weight, so it's good. Merck's here and company, they're just going down. This probably is going to continue down for a little bit. Probably the revenue was not that good. Revenue was okay. They reported 13.156 billion. So they're doing good. They're doing good. Okay. Right here, surprise 17%. But see, the price here is just going down. Possibly the forecast for next quarter was a little bit down, so that's why many people start selling. But it's probably, if it's gonna come down, it's gonna come down to here, and from here it's gonna go back up. But don't buy it yet, because the MACD looks like it's got a little bit more to go. Microsoft, the same scenario, just still looking bearish a little bit. They reported $50 billion, 989 surprise, 6% per share, but the price right here at 316.3, so we can come down back here just a little bit, because if you look at this correction, you just need a little bit more. Once it comes from here, I think it's just gonna shoot back up. Nike just are not doing that great. Revenue was positive. They reported $11 billion, 107 beat expectations. They didn't beat expectation, but big time. But per share was 31%, was high, but still the price is going down. Say technical is very important. So basically, it could be the forecast for next quarter is not that great. See the structure right here like this. Okay, guys. We can come here to 9 or something. It can continue going down a little bit to 130. Okay, so that's Nike. Nike has 2.9 weight in the index, so it's very important to pay attention to the weights. Okay, we have Procter here in Gamble Company. After the corona, looks like everybody get out to gamble. Salesforce here is just continuously going down right here. The forecast was good and the expectation was good. They beat expectation, but it's still going down. See, guys, I said the travel, petroleum, and pharma, three sectors are doing good. So that's financial service here, the travelers company in the banking system. So banking, we said the banking and petroleum and travel, three, doing good. United Health Group also doing good. The revenue was good right here. Reported 72.9. They beat Microsoft 72.9. Okay, and they have a weight of 6.86. Okay, huge. The shares trading at 484. Verizon here, it's telecommunication. It's just going down a little bit. Even the profit was good, 34 billion, but still right here. This may come down a little tiny bit, then go up. Visa did very good right here, guys. It did pick up from the 192. They reported $6 billion, which is good. Estimate 60.2 right here. Walgreens, they have a weight of 1% in the index. They are traded in the Nasdaq. Okay, guys. They're in the retailing business. Walmart, the biggest world retailer, coming as 1.151 billion. Huge amount to report. Let's see what happens if it's gonna pick up and find support right here, or just gonna be disappointing. So guys, 4 times support at this level at 134. Let's see if this 134 is gonna be the fuel to go to 150. Walmart has 3% in the Dow Jones index. Okay, the last one is the Walt Disney, and this may be very negative, this coming one. They're expected to report $20 billion. Let's see what happens. I think this is going to end up being negative here and being disappointing, going to the downside. Okay, guys, that was the Dow Jones companies. We went through all of them, all these companies. There's 30 companies in the Dow Jones. So basically, you get all the Dow Jones companies analysis right here. If we look here, at screener, we go to crypto screener. Let's go to crypto heat map. Cool. Okay, guys, so this is the stock market by sectors right here. So we have Microsoft here, 0.57% up for today. This is all technology. Majority of technologies companies were coming down. You can see the market is mixed. That's why there is no much movement. You get a strong movement when all of them are red or all of them are green, okay, or majority, vast majority. But when you see like some companies are positive and some companies are negative like that, then that's when you get the indices start trending kind of sideways and range of market and stuff. I remain bullish in the Dow Jones. Okay, guys. Here, this is the Dow. So looking at the 35,600 here, looking at 600 points in the Dow Jones, okay? Okay, guys, is there any questions? Okay, guys, that was a quick update for the market. It's still kind of moving sideways and mostly, but we're looking at to see the Dow Jones pushing higher and gold pushing higher also, and the dollar index coming down. So let's see what's happening, and hopefully it will all go good. Thank you, guys, and have a best day. Thank you. Goodbye.